You know, it's no secret now the Clippers have acquired Russell Westbrook. They've acquired a Hall of Famer, a top 75 player. But there's a big question mark around Russell Westbrook due to the fact of what we saw in the Lakers is not championship worthy, it's not winning worthy, and it's definitely not going to put you in the right direction based upon what he gave the Lakers. Now, of course, the Clippers situation could be different. It could be better. It could be more, fruitful for Russell Westbrook, and it could be a better fit. Now, in some ways, I could see how him fitting with the Clippers might be a little bit more better than what it was with the Lakers. But in all, you gotta ask yourself this: if you're a Clippers fan, is what Russell Westbrook going to bring to the Clippers going to help them win? And that's the only thing that really matters at this point. Everything else with the Clippers doesn't matter. It's all about winning. It's all about getting that championship. You hear Kawhi say it. You hear Paul George say it. You hear just the whole vibe around the locker room, and then the team itself is all about winning. And now the fact that they got Russell Westbrook, Vegas, the odds of the Clippers winning the championships have decreased. It was at a plus 1,100. Now it's at plus 1,200. And that doesn't surprise me at all. And because the things that I've said about Russell Westbrook and how he plays and what he can do on the court is good, in regards to excitement, putting fans in the seats, and, having somebody out there every night. That's definitely important things. Not saying those things aren't important, but winning intangibles is even more important when you want to be looked at as one of the elite of all time. And, Russell Westbrook, the only thing really missing in his career is a championship. He's got the triple doubles. He's won, I think, multiple MVPs. He's been to a finals. He's played with all the best talent in the world on his team. And, to show for it, he has no championship. And winning a championship would make Russell Westbrook's career complete. So it would be great to see if Kawhi and PG could help him, get his first championship. Hell, Paul George get his first championship and Kawhi get his third. It would be great to see if they can put this all together, because they do have a big three. And regardless of how I look at it, that is a big three, because all three of them are potential Hall of Fame players, and all three of them definitely have star power in them. It's just that they all have to be able to unleash it at the right time on the court, and have to be able to mix and gel while they're on the court at the same time. And my thing is, the whole situation, the reason why Vegas, of not only Vegas but other betting sources, might actually have the Clippers down a little bit in regards to their odds of winning the championship is the fact of what they seen from Russell Westbrook on the Lakers. And he got blamed for a lot. He wasn't to blame for everything, I'll give him that, but at the same time, he was to blame for some of the things that was going on, because some things within Russ control, he should be able to control that. Like the turnovers, you got to get better with turnovers. You're getting older. You've been in this league for years. You should not be turning the ball over as much. You should be more, well thought. Your mind should be more well thought out in regards to how you need to play and how to help a team be better, because everything else Russell Westbrook has, he just doesn't have a championship. And if you want to win championships, you got to change your game. You got to change your mentality. And that's the only way it's really going to work. And I don't know if Russ is going to be committed to doing that. I hope that he is, but in the same breath, he still has to be effective. He still has to, splash and give the Clippers what they're basically bargaining him for, what they got him for. And in order to do that, it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. But I just look at the situation and tell myself, if he's turning the ball over and can't shoot and can't stretch the floor the same way he did with the Lakers, how is he going to make the Clippers more? How's his value really going to be worth that on the Clippers if you can't stretch the floor? Because the one thing in the Clippers, they shoot threes a lot. They shoot from the perimeter a lot as a team, because they got a lot of good shooters. And the one good thing Russ can live off of with the Clippers is he can just pass the ball out to so many shooters that they have, and it might make up for some of the deficiencies that Russell has. But at the same time, depending on what Russ you're getting from the night-to-night basis of him turning the ball over, making stupid plays and all that type stuff, I don't know how frustrated Kawhi is going to get, with this. I feel like, as I said before, I feel like Paul George might have talked him into, giving the guy a chance and everything like that, and, seeing what they can do. They need all the firepower they can get with the Western Conference being so stacked the way it is. So I think that's the reason why the Clippers more or less so went with Russ, and the reason why Kawhi might have been okay with it, because the West is so tough this year. You need all the support, all the help you can get from any player, because, it's just it's a dogfight, all the way to the end in the Western Conference. This might be the most competitive maybe that I've seen in a while, but regardless of that, they got to try to find a way to win. And I don't know what Russ is going to be able to give to the Clippers that can make them better, but hopefully, it comes real soon, because the Clippers do need a point guard. They've been playing without a point guard, but I don't know if Russell Westbrook is the point guard that they needed, because like I said, unless he's going to play more in control of his game, I don't really see the Clippers, doing too much, because you got to have a point guard who's more in control of what he's doing, and he's more structured, more organized in how he plays. And Russ is the complete opposite. So, I mean, if Russ didn't win a championship with all the other great talent that he played, I don't know how playing with this group is going to make it any different. I'd have to see it to believe it. That's just where I am with it. I mean, no doubt Russ is a great player, but what I saw in the Lakers, there's no way in hell he can come to the Clippers and give them championship aspirations even more than what the Clippers had. There's no way he can make them even better. I think he can fit in and do decent and, have a few games here and there where he stands out and plays very well. I believe that, but I don't know if he really puts them over the top. You see what I'm saying? And I just don't see it. Like I said, I'm not, a Russell Westbrook hater. I'm just a truth teller. And based upon the truth and the facts, Russ just doesn't give you great odds to win championships. And that's the reason why Vegas is down on the Clippers a little bit, and other betting odds are probably down on them as well. Now, of course, if I'll say this much, if Kawhi can win with this group with PG and Russell Westbrook, I mean, Kawhi ought to be a top 10 player of all time, hell, he might be a top 7 player of all time. Right now, if he wins a championship with the Clippers with these two players, the two players that was on OKC, Paul George and Russell Westbrook, who couldn't win a championship there, who barely got out the first, second round half the time. If he can win a championship with these two, Kawhi Leonard's definitely, no doubt, top 10 of all time. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be even more of a challenge than what Kawhi's ever faced. So, it's definitely a good challenge for Kawhi, definitely a good challenge for the team. And we got to just see where it all falls at, because right now I'm looking at this team and I could say they got so much depth in so many areas, but I could say they got one fault or one bad situation, I would say, with Russell Westbrook, because they don't know what they're going to get out of him, and they don't know what Russell Westbrook's going to show up every night, and they don't know how many turnovers he's going to have on a night-to-night basis, or how many boneheaded plays he's going to make that can, possibly, make or break a decision, make or break a situation. Make or break a game, like where, Russ might make a pass in the fourth quarter where it's a turnover, and it's a costly turnover where the Clippers just, can't recover and they lose their momentum and the other team takes the victory. See, Russ makes mistakes like those. And when you make those type of mistakes in the playoffs, they really come back to hurt you times two. And sometimes with players like him, it's hard to recover from some of the mistakes that he makes, because it allows other team to have momentum going forward in the series, which allows them to just, take out Russ and whatever team he's on, which is the reason why Russ has never reached anywhere close to the finals without Kevin Durant and the services of somebody like that, and hasn't reached close to the finals with anybody else, really, maybe besides Houston, I think so. But regardless, they didn't even get nowhere because, like I said, Russ plays one way, and he doesn't really play like a traditional point guard. And when you don't play that way and don't play under control like that, you really sacrifice a lot of your team's success by just getting your own stats and your own numbers, because it's not really helping the team. The way Russ plays really only helps Russ. So, the Clippers got a lot to figure out. They really do. And I'm waiting to see. I'm anticipating to see how it's going to work out, because if it's a failure, I would not be surprised at all. And I'm almost, in my mind, I'm almost off the bandwagon, but, I'm almost jumping off. But at the same time, it's like, I'm holding on, because Kawhi is there. There's still hope. And, they still have a good team. And, so hopefully let's see if they can put it all together and see how it turns out. But hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section. Also, you hit the notification bell so you get the newest content. And hey, till next time.